There's a new player on the local healthcare scene. Doctors Express is a national chain of for-profit urgent care clinics. It's opened its first San Diego County location in Santee. The clinic promises quick, convenient care without an appointment. KPBS health reporter Kenny Goldberg has the story.
Most urgent care clinics are located near hospitals or medical office buildings. Doctors Express is in a Santee strip mall. It's just steps away from a fast food shop that sells $5 footlongs. But there's nothing bargain basement about Doctors Express.
Here we have a typical exam room.
The clinic has a complete laboratory.
Urinalysis, pregnancy testing, drug testing, strep throat, flu, a wide array of other laboratory tests.
Digital x-ray machine and well-equipped exam rooms. Unlike retail clinics and drugstores, Doctors Express is staffed by physicians, like Jennifer Dumas.
Hi, is it Talia?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dumas.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. What brings you in today?
Instead of writing on a paper chart, Dr. Dumas makes notes on a computer pad. All of the patient's medical information is stored electronically.
Have you been around anybody with strep?
Dumas says the goal at Doctors Express is to ease some of the pressure off hospital emergency rooms.
Their job is to really see the life-threatening things and not be burdened with the sore throats, the minor things that we can handle here. The other place I think we really feel well is the primary care doctor who's too booked to see somebody for an urgent problem.
That's why Lakeside resident Jeannie Crawford dropped by the clinic.
Well, my regular doctor is always busy. You have to kind of make an appointment in advance. And the secondary doctor that I go to, he doesn't work on Mondays. Then that leaves me with the nurse practitioner, and I prefer to just see a regular doctor.
Crawford didn't have an appointment today. That's no problem at Doctors Express.
It was very nice and clean, and I got in really quick because I've been to other urgent cares and they're always really busy and you have to wait for hours and hours. So I came here and I got in really quick.
Former healthcare executive Paul Arvanitis owns this Doctors Express clinic. He says he chose this spot in Santee because of its population density, median income, and the lack of similar clinics in the area.
Okay, well, this is our patient check-in area.
A visit to Doctors Express runs about $108. Lab work is extra. The clinic accepts all major insurance plans, and there's a discount for people who pay cash. But Arvanitis says the uninsured who can't pay anything have to go somewhere else.
If it's an urgent situation where it needs, the person's bleeding, we'll do what we can for them and send them on their way. But we're not really at a place where we can provide free care.
While Doctors Express can turn away patients who can't pay, hospital emergency departments are required by law to treat everyone. Dr. Valerie Norton heads up Scripps Mercy's ER. She says emergency room overcrowding is a constant headache.
Because that has long been a big problem for emergency departments all around the country, and including in San Diego County, is that we have patients coming out our ears. We have more patients than we can fit.
Many of these patients don't need to be in an emergency room. A study by the RAND Corporation estimates 27% of ER patients could be treated at an urgent care clinic or a doctor's office. Dr. Norton says it's possible that clinics like Doctors Express could siphon off some of these patients and cherry-pick the ones who have insurance. But she says even if that happened, her ER would stay in business.
We'd still have plenty of traffic. We'd still have plenty of uninsured patients who don't have anywhere else to go, and we still have plenty of patients with major emergencies. It would, for me personally, it would make my practice of medicine not as interesting, not as varied, not as full, but we would certainly still have plenty of customers.
Okay, and this is our triage area where we do the initial patient assessment.
Paul Arvanitis says Doctors Express isn't trying to steal business from anyone. They're not equipped to handle life-threatening emergencies anyway. Arvanitis says they're just trying to give people in East County an option when they can't get in to see their doctor. And what about opening more locations in the county? Arvanitis says he's thinking about it.
San Diego County is not undersupplied in terms of health care. In fact, it's quite rich. But there are gaps, there are opportunities, and those are the areas that are most attractive to me.
There are currently 28 Doctors Express urgent care clinics nationwide. The company says they hope to have 40 operating by the end of March.
Thank you.
A new one will open in Oceanside later this month. Kenny Goldberg, KPBS News.